behind the grain bins. Heat still rising off Main Street. I was locking up the tire shop when I heard that engine scream. My little brother rolled up laughing, and Dad's old black 69 threw me the keys through the window. Said, "Come on, man, one more time." We rolled past the high school stadium, past the Dairy Queen and tracks, past the field where we learned fighting, and the church that took us back. Every corner had a memory, every red light knew our names. So we dropped those windows to the floor and let that small block sing. One more lap around this town, turn it up and shake the ground. From the courthouse square to the railroad bridge, we ain't done being young just yet. Let that midnight roll, let that V8 sound wake every sleeping porch light up. Tomorrow they'll tear Main Street down, so give me one more lap around this town. Oh, by 11, word had traveled, old friends started falling in. Mason brought his beat-up Bronco, Sarah came in her old Trans Am. Then the football coach from 99 pulled up grinning in his Ford. Pretty soon we had 3 generations lined up bumper to bumper. One more lap around this town, turn it up and shake the ground. From the courthouse square to the railroad bridge, we ain't done being young just yet. Let that midnight roll, let that V8 sound wake every sleeping porch light up. Tomorrow they'll tear Main Street down, so give me one more lap around this town. At midnight we killed the engines by the old Majestic sign. Nobody planned on getting quiet, but nobody spoke for a while. Then Dad's old radio called a station, playing something we all knew, and 50 cars lit up their headlights like that whole town broke through. So we took one more lap around this town, 50 engines rolling loud, grandpa's daughters, factory boys, old homecoming queens making noise past every place and made us who we are. Under Kansas midnight stars, they can tear those buildings down, but they can't tear the memories out. Yeah, tomorrow bring the wrecking ball. Tonight we're taking one more lap around this town. Oh, yeah. I saw her standing by the gas station out on Highway 84. The summer storm was rolling in, thunder shaking the store. She held a cardboard coffee cup, hair dancing in the wind, and something in that moment made the whole world slow again. I offered her a ride to town before the clouds broke loose. She laughed and said, only if you're playing something good with roots. An old country song came through the speakers, crackling low, and somewhere between two verses I forgot where I was going. We spent that Friday driving roads that barely had a name, crossing little county bridges while the sky poured down like rain. She told me about Georgia and the dreams she left behind. I told her how I'd built these walls one heartbreak at a time. The windshield wipers kept the beat as evening settled in, and every mile beside her felt like a place I'd never been. Not because the road was new, but because she made it shine like sunlight breaking through a storm I'd carried for a long time. Now every time the rain comes down, I hear her laughing through this town like a melody drifting from an old FM. And I fall in love all over again. She turned gray skies into gold somehow, made forever feel like right now. Every drop that hits this roof tonight still whispers her name in the rain outside. 3 years later by the river, where the willow shadows sway, I got down on one knee at sunset as the daylight slipped away. She cried before I asked the question, said yes before I spoke, and the river carried echoes through the Tennessee smoke. Now there's a photograph beside our bed from that summer stormy day. Two young hearts beneath the station sign while the clouds rolled away. Sometimes life arrives so quietly you almost miss the sign. Then one unexpected moment changes everything inside. Now every time the rain comes down, I hear her laughing through this town like a melody drifting from an old FM. And I fall in love all over again. She turned gray skies into gold somehow, made forever feel like right now. Every drop that hits this roof tonight still whispers her name in the rain outside. People spend their whole life searching for a feeling they can't explain. I found mine on a roadside shoulder in the middle of a summer rain. And when we're old and the years move on, when silver finds her hair, I'll still thank those storm clouds rolling in for leading me right there. So let the rain keep falling down across these fields outside our town. Every drop's a memory I can't replace of the day heaven put her in my way. She turned a passing storm into a lifetime, turned a lonely road into a finish line. And every night when the thunder rolls again, I still hear her name in the rain. Yes, every night when the thunder rolls again, I still hear her name in the rain. I was 8 years old that winter, standing in Johnson's general store, staring at a baseball glove hanging by the front door. Mama counted every dollar, said, maybe next paycheck, son. I smiled like I understood, but I knew there wasn't one. As we turned to leave that morning, an old man tipped his hat to me, slipped something in my little hand and said, don't lose your dreams. It wasn't much, just a silver dollar, smooth from passing hand to hand. He said, keep this in your pocket till you become the kind of man who sees another little boy looking through a store window. Then you'll know exactly where this old coin ought to go. He walked outside into the snowfall. I never learned his name. That coin in my pocket bought a whole lot more than things. It bought a promise to tomorrow, passed from stranger down to me. Sometimes the richest people never own a mansion at all. Sometimes all they leave behind is one old silver dollar. "40 years rolled by like freight trains. Now my hair is turning gray. One December, just before Christmas, I saw a little boy that way, looking through the sporting goods store at a brand new catcher's mitt. His mama pulled him gently back, said, not this year, sweetheart. I reached inside my jacket pocket. That old coin was still there. I knelt beside him with a smile, placed it softly in his hand. He looked up and asked, Mister, what's this for? I heard myself say the very words, don't lose your dreams. Now that coin's in somebody else's pocket, just like it was meant to be. A little smaller in my world, a whole lot bigger in his dreams. Maybe someday he'll pass it onward to another kid somewhere. And long after all our names are forgotten, that old silver dollar will still be changing lives. Radio crackled just past midnight on Route 84 through New Mexico. My headlights painted silver lines across a desert no one seemed to know. I I'd spent 10 years hauling freight trailers, sleeping more in truck stops than at home, watching birthdays through a phone screen, always somewhere down the road. That night a song came through the static, one my little daughter used to sing, back when she was 5 years old. Thought I could do anything. I pulled over by an old gas station, under a buzzing neon light, and for the first time in forever, I sat alone and cried. That radio on Route 84 hit me harder than ever before, made me realize what all these miles had really cost me over time. You can chase a paycheck coast to coast, cross every state from south to north, but some things get left behind when your heart ain't where you are. By sunrise I was heading east toward Oklahoma and home again, past windmills turning in the distance, past towns I'd only passed through then. When I pulled into our gravel driveway, my daughter ran out through the yard. She was nearly 16 by that summer, and suddenly I saw how much I'd missed. That radio on Route 84 hit me harder than ever before, made me realize what all these miles had really cost me over time. You can chase a paycheck coast to coast, cross every state from south to north, but some things get left behind when your heart ain't where you are. Now I still drive, but not for weeks on end. Got a local route close to town. Sometimes success looks a whole lot different than the dreams you started out with. Yeah, that radio on Route 84 changed what I was living for, turned a lonely highway into a sign, pointing me back to my life. Now every night when I pull in the drive and see that porch light shining warm, I thank God for one old country song and a radio on Route 84. If some roads take you far away, just to show you where you belong. First time I saw her was a Friday in May. at a roadside market off Highway 61. She was buying wildflowers with dirt on her jeans, laughing like she didn't need anyone. A Tennessee sunset painted gold in her hair while she loaded up an old Ford bed. And for reasons I still can't explain, I couldn't get her out of my head. She rented a little white house by the river with a porch swing and a blue front door. Every Sunday she'd leave fresh wildflowers on the graves of folks she'd never known before. She said, everybody deserves to be remembered, even if nobody calls their name. That's when I knew my life was changing, and I'd never be the same. She left wildflowers everywhere she went, in broken hearts and fences bent, and small town souls that needed light. She turned ordinary into bright, and somehow she found this worn out man, taught these rough old hands to hold again. Yeah, love grew where nobody thought it could. She left wildflowers where she stood. That October underneath the maple trees, I got down on one knee by the riverbank. The leaves were falling around us slow, and I could barely get the words out straight. She laughed and cried at the same time, said, boy, what took you so long? Then slipped her hand into mine, like that's where it'd been all along. She left wildflowers everywhere she went, in broken hearts and fences bent, and small town souls that needed light. She turned ordinary into pride, and somehow she found this worn out man, taught these rough old hands to hold again. Yeah, love grew where nobody thought it could. She left wildflowers where she stood. Now there's a little girl with her mama's smile, running barefoot through the yard, picking flowers by the riverside, leaving them in mason jars. And every time I see that scene, I thank the Lord above for the woman who showed me kindness could become the deepest kind of love. Yeah, she left wildflowers everywhere she went, in every dream and every blessing sent, in every sunset on the porch at night, in every reason my world feels right. When we're old and gray together, rocking slow beneath the evening sky, I'll still be falling for that girl with wildflowers in her eyes. Yeah, some people leave footprints in the dirt. She left wildflowers in my life. There's a handmade quilt on Grandma's porch, folded on that old porch swing, stitched together from scraps of denim, Sunday dresses and wedding rings. Every patch has got a story, every thread's been pulled with care. And if you sit there long enough, you can almost hear them in the air. That faded red piece came from Grandpa's shirt, the one he wore out in the hay. The little blue square was Mama's dress on her graduation day. There's a bit of lace from Aunt Louise, and army green from Uncle Ray, all sewn together through the years, so nobody fades away. Like that quilt on Grandma's porch, we're all pieces of something more, woven through the laughter and the hurt, through every blessing and every storm. Time may pull us different ways, and miles may spread us far apart, but love keeps stitching us together like a quilt across the heart. Last Thanksgiving, the whole family came from Dallas, Tulsa, and Tennessee. Kids ran circles through the yard, just like we did back in '93. Grandma sat there on that swing with silver hair and gentle eyes, smiling at 4 generations beneath that golden of something more, woven through the laughter and the hurt, through every blessing and every storm. Time may pull us different ways, and miles may spread us far apart, but love keeps stitching us together like a quilt across the heart. Now the porch sits quiet these days, since we laid Grandma down to rest, but that old quilt still catches sunsets, like she's holding all of us close, yeah. Yeah, that quilt on Grandma's porch still tells stories without a word of farmers, soldiers, mothers, dreamers, and every lesson that we learned. And when the evening shadows fall and the whippoorwill starts to sing, I wrap it around my shoulders sometimes and feel the love she left in everything. Yeah, some people leave this world behind, but their hands stay in the seams. There was a man in Amarillo everybody knew by sight, riding an old green bicycle from morning until night. No fancy truck, no business sign, no ads in any paper, just a paint-stained denim jacket and a pocket full of brushes. He'd stop at farms and trailer parks, little houses off the road, painting names on rusty mailboxes where the prairie grasses grow. $10 if you had it, free if times were running tight, and somehow every mailbox looked brand new in the evening light. Nobody knew much about him except his name was Ray. He never talked about the past or where he'd come from anyway. But every Sunday after church, he'd sit beneath the cottonwoods, sketching barns and windmills like nobody else could. Then one spring a tornado tore through Carson County hard, ripped roofs off homes and scattered lives across 100 yards. Families lost photographs, letters, keepsakes from the years, the kind of things that can't be fixed with lumber, nails, and tears. That's when the man who painted mailboxes picked up more than paint and steel. He started painting memories for folks trying to heal. Oh, wedding days and harvest moons, Grandpa standing by the fields, and every brushstroke seemed to say some things survive if they're remembered still. For months he worked inside the church from sunrise until dark, turning faded snapshots into pieces of the heart. One by one the townsfolk came to see what he could do, and every painting brought back pieces of the lives they once knew. Then a reporter from Dallas came asking for his name, said the whole state's talking about these beautiful works he'd made. Ray just smiled and shook his head, said the story ain't about me, it's about helping people hold on to what they thought they'd never see. Yeah, the man who painted mailboxes picked up more than paint and steel. He started painting memories for folks trying to heal. Oh, wedding days and harvest moons, grandma's dancing in the fields, and every brushstroke seemed to say some things survive if they're remembered still. When autumn came, he disappeared just as quietly as he'd arrived. just colors that were left behind. But in the church hall hangs a sign written by a child one day. Thank you for bringing back our stories, and nobody ever took it away. Now every mailbox down those roads still shines beneath the Texas sky. But what folks talk about these days ain't the names he painted on the side. It's how one stranger showed a town that healing takes more than time. And sometimes the richest people in the world leave everything behind. Yeah, sometimes the richest people in the world leave everything behind.
There's a little place outside of Tulsa where the highway bends toward town. Red neon buzzing in the window, and an old jukebox turned down. I took the last booth on the left side, ordered coffee black and strong. I've been driving since she told me she'd been loving someone else all along. The waitress set the cup before me, said, "Honey, you look beat tonight." I said, "Ma'am, I've had better Fridays." She said, "Yeah, I know that kind." Then she pointed at the jukebox, said, "Pick something that'll hurt." I laughed for the first time since leaving, and dropped a quarter in the slot. In the last booth on the left, I watched forever disappear. Between a cup of truck stop coffee and a song I didn't want to hear, I came in thinking she had taken every good thing I had left. But I found a little piece of myself in the last booth on the left. About 2 a.m., the rain quit falling. Truckers paid and headed west. That waitress filled my cup once more, then sat down for a little rest. She said, 20 years ago my husband left me for a girl from out of state. Thought my whole damn life was over. Turns out heartbreak ain't the same as fate. In the last booth on the left, I watched forever disappear. Between a cup of truck stop coffee thinking she had taken every good thing I had left. But I found a little piece of myself in the last booth on the left. At sunrise I laid $5 on the counter. She pushed $3 back my way. Said coffee's cheap, advice is free, and you've got a long road left today. Then she smiled and flipped the open sign as morning filled the room. And I walked outside, a different man than the one who'd walked in after 2. From the last booth on the left, I watched that Oklahoma sunrise. No wedding ring upon my finger, but there was daylight in my eyes. She can keep the house and memories. I don't need them to know what's next. Sometimes a man finds where he's going when he's got nothing left to protect. Yeah, I lost a woman somewhere near Tulsa, but I found myself in the last booth on the left.
Said, boy, every boat's got a story to tell. We brought a 7.2 Chevelle back to life in an old tin garage where the summer heat swelled. By 16 I could shift by sound, didn't need no taff to know if that small block started talking, I'd let that old girl go. Hey! Oh, yeah! Friday night at the county strip, every truck lined up in chrome, engines barking through the darkness, everybody felt at home. She climbed in wearing blue jeans with my lucky cap pulled low. Said, don't you dare let me out till we leave these boys in smoke. Yeah, I was raised on horsepower, raised on gasoline, raised where every back road became a memory. Turn it up, let the tires sing, feel that V8 come alive. Some folks chase the money, we chase Friday night. So we weren't rich, but we never cared. We had loud guitars and open skies, a cooler full of cold drinks, and 1,000 stars above our lives. Every burnout left a black line, every laugh became
kept rolling on. Years from now when my hair turns gray and these hands don't shift that fast, I'll still hear those engines echo like thunder from the past. I'll tell my grandkids freedom had a sound, and it came through dual exhaust. Yeah, I was raised on horsepower, on grit and warm blue jeans, where every mile meant something and every road ran free. If heaven's got a back road waiting with old friends lined up side by side, save me a spot by the starting line. We'll make the angels cheer tonight. Yeah! Some people inherit fortunes. I inherited the keys.
Out on the Carolina coast where the Atlantic meets the sand, there stood a lonely lighthouse built by weathered working hands. My daddy kept that beacon burning through every storm that came, while I dreamed of bigger cities and a life beyond the waves. Every night he'd climb those stairs with a lantern and a key, while cargo ships crossed dark horizons far beyond the sea. He'd say a light ain't measured by how far away it shines, it's measured by the lives it helps make it home alive. At 18 I left Hatteras with a suitcase and a plan, certain there was something greater waiting for me inland. I spent 20 years in boardrooms wearing polished shoes and ties, building things that look successful through everybody's eyes. Then one winter I got a call from a number I didn't know. The keeper's house was empty now, and Dad was gone. I flew back through a freezing rain to that familiar shore, and found his boots beside the door, like he just stepped out once more. I'm the lighthouse keeper's son, and it took me half a lifetime to learn where I came from. You can chase every distant skyline underneath the sun, but some lights keep guiding you long after they're gone. Through the fog and through the storms, through every road I wandered on, I'm the lighthouse keeper's son, and his light still leads me home. The town was planning to close, the tower by the bay. Modern systems made it obsolete, or so the experts claimed. But as I walked those spiral stairs, I saw Dad's name carved deep beside 100 others who had kept watch over the sea. So I stood before the county board and made a different case. Said this lighthouse isn't concrete, steel and paint. It's every life that found the harbor
when the ocean turned black, and somehow the whole room rose up and brought the old tower back. I'm the lighthouse keeper's son, and it took me half a lifetime to learn where I came from. You can chase every distant skyline underneath the sun, but some lights keep guiding you long after they're gone. Through the fog and through the storms, through every road I wandered on, I'm the lighthouse keeper's son, and his light still leads me home. Now every year on Father's Day, I climb those stairs alone, watch the beams sweep across the waves, and think about all I've come to know. The strongest men don't always build the tallest things you'll see. Sometimes they simply leave behind a reason to believe. Yeah, I'm the lighthouse keeper's son, and the older that I get, the more I understand. A good life ain't about the miles or money that you've won. It's about the people who become your guiding stars. Through the fog and through the storms, their lessons carry on. I'm the lighthouse keeper's son, and his light still leads me home. Yes, his light still leads me home.
First snow hit the fence lines yesterday, dusting all the cattle trails in white. I was patching up a gate on the north side ranch when I saw her truck roll in at twilight. 3 years gone since she drove away, leaving nothing but a note and a ring. Now she's standing by the old windmill like she never missed a thing. She said, I heard your mama wasn't doing well. She looked down at her hands, the same hands that used to hold mine tight back when we made all our plans. The mountains stood silent in the distance, like they knew we had words left unsaid. And every mile she traveled since then was written in her eyes instead. Under this Montana sky tonight, the stars are burning clear
just waited through the cold and time, and here we are beneath that endless light, under this Montana sky tonight. Mama smiled when she walked through the door, like a prayer had finally come true. Coffee steamed on the kitchen table, and the whole room felt brand new. We talked until the moon climbed high, about the years we can't get back. Then she reached across and touched my hand, and somehow closed every crack, under this Montana sky tonight. The stars are burning clear and bright, like they never stopped believing we'd find our way through every lonely mile and every hard goodbye. If love's a fire, ours never died. It just waited through the cold and time, and here we are beneath that endless light, under this Montana sky tonight. The wind still sings across the prairie grass, and tomorrow ain't promised to anyone. So I pulled her close and whispered low, I'm done running from what we've become, under this Montana sky tonight. I can finally see my life, not in the dreams I chased too far away, but in the arms that held on through the fight. The mountains watch, the stars still shine, and for the first time the future feels right. Yeah, forever starts right here tonight, under this Montana sky tonight. Under this Montana sky tonight.
I was 3 hours west of Denver, running late through Colorado rain. Had a Monday morning waiting, and a head full of things I couldn't change. Then my phone lit up beside me, your name glowing on the screen. You said, if you still mean what you told me, don't let tonight be another maybe. I watched the signal lose another bar, pulled off near an old two-lane. You were leaving for Seattle on a 7:10 morning plane. I spent 6 months saying someday, putting work ahead of us. Then the mountains killed the signal, and one bar had to be enough. I had one bar left and one shot, one night to give you everything I got. One full tank and a heart wide awake, 150 miles and no more mistakes. I ain't losing you to another sunrise. suitcase sitting by the door. You stepped outside in that gray sweatshirt, didn't smile like before. I didn't bring flowers or some big speech, just the truth I've been scared to say. I've been building a life for both of us while pushing you away. I had one bar left and one shot, one night to give you everything I got. One full tank and a heart wide awake, 150 miles and no more mistakes. I ain't losing you to another sunrise, ain't letting almost be the rest of my life. If that one bar dies, I'll still be coming through, 'cause I finally know what matters, and baby, it's you. You look down at that suitcase, then back into my eyes, said love ain't showing up at 2 a.m. It's showing up the rest of the time. That one hit hard, so I handed you my keys, said then drive. We had one bar left and one road, two scared hearts with nowhere else to go. Your suitcase riding in the back, Denver disappearing in the glass. Maybe love ain't some perfect line, maybe you're choosing each other every time. And when the mountains took that last bar from view, I didn't need a signal anymore. I had you. Yeah, sometimes one bar left is enough to change your whole life. That factory whistle cut loose like a starting gun. I tossed my hard hat through the window, said, boys, this week is done. Jake rolled up in a prime of gray Camaro, fresh build motor shaking the ground. Said, there's a midnight race in Oklahoma, you boys wanna get out of town. Yeah. We hit Highway 51 like lightning, 4 good friends and a tank of fuel. A red sunset dying in the mirror, young enough to break a rule. Then we saw those blue lights flashing, coming hard from half a mile. Jake looked over, killed the throttle, said, relax, boys, watch me smile. We were burning past the county line, engines loud and feeling alive. Friday freedom in our blood, red dust rolling up behind. No map, no plan, no place to be, just 4 wheels chasing liberty. If trouble wanted us that night, it had to catch us past the county line. Deputy walked up to the window, shined his flashlight on Jake's face, and started laughing like a madman. Said, you still can't drive this thing straight. Turns out they played ball together back in high school, number 9. He said that race starts in 40 minutes and I'm off duty at 9. We were burning past the county line, engines loud and feeling alive. Friday freedom in our blood, red dust rolling up behind. No map, no plan, no place to skies, that old Camaro drew the lane against a polished big block monster nobody thought we'd ever tame. Jake looked over from the driver's seat, held two fingers in the air. Green light dropped, those headers screamed, and thunder went everywhere. We went burning past the county line, half a car ahead at the finish line. Whole crowd jumping, Jake going wild like we were 17 for one more night. No trophy ever meant that much. It was never really about a winning one. It was four old friends remembering there's still some fire when the week is done. So turn that key and let it roar. Leave your Monday at the door. There's a whole lot of life still waiting past the county line. Every Friday after work, I'd stop at Miller's grocery store. There was an old man at Register 3 who'd been there 30 years or more. Same blue vest, same crooked smile, always called me young man still. Even after my beard turned gray, he never lost that simple gift. He knew every kid by first name and every widow in the county. One December just before Christmas, a young mama stood in line. Milk, diapers, bread, and medicine. Her card got declined 3 times. She whispered, "Put the toys back." Her little boy just looked away before anybody said a word. That old cashier reached beneath the counter, pulled out an envelope, and quietly paid the whole bill. He said, "Christmas ain't something you buy, it's something you become." The whole store fell silent, except that little boy crying as he hugged his mama tight. Some people preach kindness, some people clock in and live it. The following Monday morning, Register 3 stood empty. A little handwritten sign read, "Frank retired yesterday. Thank you for 31 wonderful years." That's when we all realized nobody had ever asked who had been filling that envelope every December. 3 weeks later, the new cashier found another envelope. Inside was $500 and one short note. "If somebody needs this, don't ask their name." Signed, Frank. Now every Christmas there's still an envelope under Register 3. Nobody knows who puts money in it anymore, because the people Frank helped started
it never really ends, it just changes hands.
Every Tuesday at 6:15, she'd walk into Murphy's Cafe alone, order sweet tea and chicken pie, sit 3 tables from the window. I'd be there with my black coffee, pretending to read the local news. Truth was, I knew every little habit, every smile, every pair of boots. For 7 months I never spoke, just nodded when our eyes would meet. She'd leave $1 in the tip jar, always wave to everyone she'd see. Oh, Miss Betty caught me watching, laughed and said, boy, you'll never know if you keep falling in love every Tuesday without saying hello. 3 tables from the window, 3 steps too scared to take. I could rope a wild Mustang, but my heart was bound to break. Funny how the strongest hands can still tremble when love is near. Sometimes forever waits on one small word, the hardest one to hear. The next Tuesday I got there early, bought 2 slices of pecan pie. When she walked in, I pulled out the chair and somehow found the nerve to smile. She laughed and said, it's about time. I wondered how long you'd wait. I've been sitting 3 tables from the window, hoping you'd ask me on a date. 3 tables from the window, 3 steps I finally made. Turns out all those silent Tuesdays we're leading to this day. Funny how the strongest hands can still tremble when love is near. But one little chance can change your life when you choose courage over fear. Now every anniversary we stop by that little place, order pie and sweet iced tea, and smile at the empty space. Sometimes a shy young couple's there, looking just like we once did. So I quietly pay their check and leave before they notice it. 3 tables from
the window. That's where our story starts. Not with fireworks or fancy words, just two ordinary hearts. Now our grandkids laugh when they hear how close we came to missing this. All because a country boy finally leaned in for a kiss. Yeah, love doesn't always arrive like thunder. Sometimes it waits 3 tables from the window.
Murphy's Cafe off Route 66. There's a chair by the window, table 6. Every morning at 7, the coffee gets poured, even though nobody walks through that door. Old Joe runs the place like he always has. Wipes down the counter, checks the gas, and right beside the jukebox glowing blue sits a plate nobody ever moves. Back in 2005, a young Marine named Ben, he used to stop by every Friday with his friends. He'd order chicken, fried steak, and peach pie too. Leave $1 in the jar before he flew. Then one spring he shipped overseas, promised his mama he'd be home by Christmas Eve. But fate had different plans that year, and the whole town learned the meaning of fear. So the empty chair at table 6 still waits where he used to sit, beside the window facing west, toward the sunset he loved best. And every soul who walks inside knows the reason why some heroes leave this world too soon, but they never really say goodbye. Years rolled by like freight trains in the night. Kids grew up and the town changed with time. The old gas station closed, the hardware store moved on, but that chair stayed right where it belonged. Then one July afternoon, a little boy asked why his grandpa always tipped his hat when he walked by. The old man smiled and pulled up a seat and told a story every child should keep, about the empty chair at table 6, still waiting where he used to sit, beside the window facing west, toward the sunset he loved best. And every soul who walks
the strongest monuments are the ones behind ordinary doors. A cup of coffee, a faded photo, a place nobody dares replace, because memory lives a little longer when love is given space. And the empty chair at table 6 still waits where he used to sit, while the morning sun spills through the glass and another year quietly passes. New faces come, old faces go. That's how life unfolds. But every heart that learns his story carries a piece of him forward. Yeah, the empty chair at table 6 ain't empty after all.
Every night around 11, I'd roll across I-40 West. Coffee in the cup holder, 40,000 pounds to haul ahead. Channel 19 was mostly chatter, truck stop jokes and weather reports, till one old voice from Amarillo started checking in, and every night at 4 he'd say, "Breaker 19, how's everybody doing?" Like he knew us all by name. They called him Old Coyote, nobody knew where he lived. He'd born about black ice in Kansas, or where the highway started to drift. When somebody broke down after midnight, he was always first to call. Didn't matter who you were, he answered every call. He'd finish every conversation with, "Keep the shiny side up, boys." That voice on Channel 19 got a whole lot of us back home. Through blizzards, floods, and desert nights, none of us drove alone. You never saw his face, never shook his hand, but somewhere in that radio static was the best man in the land. Then one October he went quiet, a week, then 2, then 3. The highway sounded different without his Tennessee drawl to lead. One night a rookie keyed the mic. Anybody heard Old Coyote? Nothing. Then a woman answered softly, "This is Linda. He passed away last Monday." She said he loved every one of y'all, even the ones he never met. He said the highway was too lonely to let anybody drive it by themselves. Nobody talked for nearly a mile. Now every night around 11, someone checks in on Channel 19. Breaker 19, how's everybody doing tonight? And before signing on, keep the shiny side up. Not because it's just a saying, because it's how we remember him. Yeah. Some men never become famous, they just become family to thousands of strangers.
There's a pair of work boots hanging from the old water tower just outside a town called Red Oak, Oklahoma. Faded leather, cracked and worn, swinging in the prairie wind since before I was born. As a kid I'd ask my daddy every time we drive by, why's nobody taking those boots down from the sky? He'd just grin and say, one day you'll understand. Then he'd shift that old truck into gear and head across the land. Years later at 17, I learned the story true about a man named Caleb Ross that only old-timers knew. He worked every ranch for 50 miles around, fixing fences after storms when they came crashing down. One summer brought a wildfire racing through the plains, the kind that turns the daylight orange and makes grown men pray. When the flames jumped Miller Creek and headed straight for town, Caleb stayed behind to help while everybody else got out. And those shoes by the water tower still dance with the Oklahoma wind, like a reminder of a man who gave more than he had to give. Some folks leave behind a fortune, some leave a famous name, but some leave a town still standing, and that ain't a small thing. For 20 hours straight he worked with volunteers, digging lines and moving cattle through smoke and fear. The fire finally turned away just north of County Road 9, and every family made it out with a little luck and time. The next morning when the danger passed and the sky turned blue, the town gathered at the diner trying to figure out what to do. The mayor climbed a ladder with Caleb standing near and tied those old work boots high above the water tower sphere. Now those shoes by the water tower still dance with the Oklahoma wind, like a reminder of a man who gave more than he had to give. Some folks leave behind a fortune, some but never liked attention, never made a speech or boast. Said I only did what anybody would have done. But everyone knew better, 'cause when fear was running wild, he chose to stay and fight, while others ran for miles. So the shoes by the water tower still catch the evening sun, watching over fields of wheat and children out having fun. And every new generation asks why they're hanging there. Then somebody tells the story, and Caleb's still with us somewhere. Yeah, those shoes by the water tower still dance in the prairie air. The windmill on Miller Road still turns above the field, just like it did back in '98, when life felt strong and real. Dad would wake before the sunrise, coffee in his hand, and I'd ride shotgun in that tractor across the Kansas land. We talked about the weather and the price of grain that year. He never spoke in big words, but somehow everything was clear. Said, son, a man ain't measured by the money that he makes. It's the promises he keeps and the burdens that he takes. I was 19 when I left that town, chasing city lights. Thought the Great Plains were too small for the dreams inside my mind. Built a business in Missouri, bought a house in wartime. But success can feel like failure when your roots are running dry. Then one cold November morning, my sister called in tears, said, you better come on home now, Dad's been fighting hard for years. I stared out at that office glass and watched the traffic flow, and for the first time in forever, I knew exactly where to go. So I drove through the midnight rain, past every mile of pride and pain, back to the fields where I learned my name, where the wind still sings across the plains. That old windmill keeps turning slow, like the hands of time I used to know. And every lesson that my father gave still stands like steel above the waves. The hospital room was quiet when I walked through the door. He looked smaller than I'd ever seen, but his eyes were strong once more. He smiled and said, you made it, son, then pointed through the glass toward the winter fields outside, where the snow was falling fast. We didn't talk about regrets or all the years gone by, just watched the clouds move over Kansas beneath the fading sky. He squeezed my hand and whispered low, the farm will need your care. And in that simple moment, I knew my future waited there. So I drove through the midnight rain,
still stands like steel above the waves. Spring came early that next year. The wheat rose tall and green. Sometimes I still hear his voice carried on the prairie breeze. And when the sunset paints the sky in shades of gold and red, I tip my hat toward Miller Road and thank the man who led. Now I walk those fields at dawn, though the years keep moving on. The windmill turns above the land like my father's weathered hands. Every season comes and goes, every child eventually knows the richest things we'll ever own are the people who call us home. That old windmill keeps turning slow, and every time I see it blow, I know the roots I almost lost were worth far more than what they cost.
There was a gym down in Amarillo with paper stars taped to the walls. The senior prom was Friday night. I still remember every song. You stood there in a blue dress, laughing with your friends by the door. I had your name written in my pocket, but I never crossed that floor. By Monday you were gone to Austin. College dreams in city lights. I stayed back working on my daddy's ranch, trading books for barbed wire. Years rolled by like tumbleweeds. Marriage came and slipped away. But every spring I'd hear our old song and drift back to that gymnasium, to the dance we never had, the kiss I never stole, the words I kept inside my chest till they turned to dust and smoke. Funny how one silent moment can follow you for years. Sometimes the loudest heartbreak is the one nobody hears. Last October at the county fair, I saw those blue eyes once again. A little older, a little wiser, but I'd know that smile anywhere. You laughed and said I waited that night. Thought maybe you'd ask me first. I smiled and shook my head, thinking that almost hurt worse. To the dance we never had, the kiss I never stole, the words I kept inside my chest till they turned
whispered we still could, if you want to. So we danced the dance we never had, 40 years behind its time, gray in our hairlines on our faces, but your hand still fit in mine. The crowd disappeared around us, like the world had slipped away. Turns out forever sometimes waits for hearts that never changed. And somewhere that shy young cowboy smiled, 'cause he finally crossed the floor.
Met her at exit 17 on a Sunday morning drive at a roadside farmer's market just outside of Caroline. She was selling jars of honey from her granddad's old beef farm, with sunlight in her brown hair and wildflowers in her arms. I stopped to buy a mason jar and head on down the road, but we got to talking about the weather and the places we called home. An hour slipped away like dust drifting through the breeze, and somehow that little roadside stand felt like where I was meant to be. The next week I came back again, pretending I needed more honey stacked up in my kitchen from the visits before. She laughed and called me out on it, said you ain't hard to read, then handed me a lemonade and pulled up a chair for me. By August we were dancing at the county fair at night, beneath the string of colored bows glowing soft and bright. The band played an old two-step while stars filled up the sky, and I knew right then I didn't want another goodbye. She feels like Sunday morning at exit 17, like a place you've never seen, but somehow always dreamed. Like the first warm sun after a week of pouring rain, like finding your way home without knowing you were lost along the way. She ain't fireworks or a runaway train, she's a steady kind of love that stays, and every day with her still feels like Sunday morning at exit 17. Now there's a porch swing by the farmhouse where we watch the evening fade, and a little girl who runs around the yard chasing butterflies all day. The honey stand still opens every weekend in the spring, and folks still stop to buy a jar and hear the old bees sing. Sometimes I'll catch her smiling when she thinks I'm not aware, and I swear she's just as beautiful as that first morning there. Funny how a simple stop can change a whole life's course, like turning down a road you almost passed before. She feels like Sunday morning at exit 17, like a place you've never seen, but somehow always dream. Like the first warm sun after a week of pouring rain. Like finding your way home without knowing you were lost along the way. She ain't fireworks or a runaway train. She's a steady kind of love that stays. And every day with her still feels like Sunday morning at exit 17. People talk about forever like it's some impossible thing, but forever's just 1,000 little moments in between. A cup of coffee on the porch, her hand reaching for mine. The ordinary things that make a life shine. Yeah, she feels like Sunday morning at exit 17. Like the sweetest little blessing I never saw coming. Like a song the radio plays exactly when you need a reminder that the best things arrive quietly. She ain't fireworks or a runaway train. She's the steady kind of love that stays. And after all these years, she still feels like Sunday morning at exit 17. There was a foreclosure sign nailed to the gate, 5 rocky acres just outside Cheyenne. The barn leaned hard to the west wind, and the fences barely stood again. Everybody said, boy, don't buy that place. You'll spend your whole life chasing repairs. But I saw a porch where kids could laugh and a future hanging in the air. I worked double shifts through the winter months, loaded feed and fixed old rigs. Every paycheck stretched like barbed wire, trying to make enough for little things. My wife planted flowers by the mailbox, though the ground was stubborn clay. She'd smile and say, give it some time, good things grow that way. All we had was 5 acres and a dream, a little faith and a lot of gasoline. More hope than money, more grit than luck, and an old red tractor that wouldn't quit. Yeah, life wasn't easy, but it felt right, building something under those Wyoming skies. Sometimes a man gets richer than he seems, with 5 acres and a dream. By year 5, the barn stood straight again. The pasture turned a healthy green. There were bicycles by the front porch steps, and little muddy boots by the screen. One evening I watched the sunset fall, with my daughter sleeping on my knee. And I realized every sacrifice had become exactly what I needed. All we had was 5 acres
gasoline. More hope than money, more grit than luck, and an old red tractor that wouldn't quit. Yeah, life wasn't easy, but it felt right, building something under those Wyoming skies. Sometimes a man gets richer than he seems, with 5 acres and a dream. The world keeps telling you bigger is better, more land, more money, more things to own. But peace don't care about square footage. Sometimes it lives where love has grown. Yeah, we started with 5 acres and a dream. Now every board and field means something to me. Every scar on my hands, every long hard day helped build this life brick by brick. And when the stars come out above the plains and the porch light glows soft and clean, I thank the Lord for everything He gave me through 5 acres and a dream. Yeah, the best things I ever held in my hands were never things at all.
I was cleaning out my old billfold, looking for a fishing license card, when a faded grocery receipt slipped out on the garage floor. June 18th, 2004, milk, coffee, eggs, and bread. At the bottom in your handwriting, don't forget I love you. I'd carried it for 22 years without even knowing. While I loaded groceries, smiling like you always did. Said one day you'll find this little note, then laughed before you kissed me. 3 months later came the phone call. A drunk driver crossed the line. Some days still feel frozen somewhere back in that July. That receipt in my wallet turned out to be a love letter. Not expensive, not fancy, just 6 little words that outlived everything else. Funny how forever can fit on a piece of paper most folks would have thrown away. Our daughter turns 25 this Sunday. She's got your laugh, your stubborn heart, and somehow your handwriting too. I showed her that old receipt. She smiled through tears and
said Mom knew you'd keep it, even if you didn't know you had. Yesterday she surprised me at the grocery store. When I got home, I opened the bag of coffee. Inside was another receipt. At the bottom it said, "Don't forget, we love you." Now there's 2 receipts in my wallet, 22 years apart. One from the woman who taught me how to love, one from the daughter who taught me love never really leaves. It just finds a new hand.